Hi everybody, it's Stephanie with Planning with Peanutty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back in my journaling Bible. This is the Old Testament, and I bought this kit from Worthy Written Words. I'll put their link in the description below, but it's a Noah's Ark kit, and it just looked really pretty and a lot of fun, and I thought it would be a change to put this in my journaling Bible. I am studying the Old Testament this year, and being here in Genesis has been great, and studying in depth. So let me pull out the kit, all the pieces, show you what we get, and then we'll assemble it all and see how it turns out. So you get a little list that tells you everything included, which is nice because then we can double check that we got everything. So we have several die cut pieces, the clouds, the ark, the waves, that cute little lightning bolt, this little so rainy little text strip, and the little dove or pigeon, and more words, and I think that's one of the stickers. Okay. All right, then we also get the sheet of stickers with the sun and the rainbow, the mountain stickers, and the song lyric stickers. All right, let's see. The raindrop stencil. Very cool. All right, let's see. So, the ink dabber. Now, the ink pad they were out of, so I did pay less for the kit because they had ran out of the blue ink pad. But I went and grabbed one that I thought would be a close enough color for rain. And then, let's see, the 2 pieces of yarn and the ribbon, the rainbow ribbon. The large jumbo paper clip and those 2 pieces of colorful yarn to help make that clip. And then you also get the devotional, the little bauble on a spring for the ark, and then the devotional. All right, and then it looks like they also threw in a little advertisement of some of their previous pages, so you could go back and order some of those older kits. All right, so let's slide all this aside. And let's get started. All right, and then I actually noticed that on the stencils, some of the raindrops had not been poked out all the way. So I grabbed my little awl I have in my toolkit because of my junk journals. And so when you're binding books, you can poke holes into the pages to sew them into your book. So I used that awl to kind of poke out some of the teardrops or raindrops. I couldn't poke out all of them. That's okay. I'm just going to ignore that. And then I wanted to test it first because I actually haven't used these inks much and I haven't used them with stencils. So I wanted to see, like, if I rubbed, would it smear them? And it seems to turn out pretty good no matter which effect I use, whether I'm swirling it in a circle or pressing straight down. And then I did notice I need to be careful with the edge of the stencil so I don't get that straight line. Okay, so that worked pretty well. Now let me flip to the section in Genesis where we're talking about Noah's Ark. And you can see all my sticky notes because I knew I wanted to decorate my Bible here. And so when I'd read, if I wanted to make a note, I knew not to write it right into my Bible because I made that mistake and ended up watercoloring on the back of a page I'd written on and it bled through. So now I've been taking my notes on sticky notes so that when I can go back and decorate without having that problem again. So you can see I wasn't going to be able to work with this book with the first beginning of Genesis sticking way up. So I grabbed a bunch of Happy Planner sticker books, made it a height where I have now a sturdy surface to work on that left-hand side of the book. And I think that will work okay. All right, and then I also made a Bible mat from the placemats you can get at the Dollar Tree. So they were $1.25 at our Dollar Tree now, but they're really thin and they are like a self-healing cutting mat, which is amazing. And for $1.25 you get 2 big ones, and so I cut one down to be a little bigger than my Bible here so that I could get it messy or paint and it wouldn't mess up the pages behind it. And then I'm going to take some washi tape to mask off the part of the text that I don't want raindrops on. There we go. All right, now we're ready to stencil. All right. So we're just going to make it rain. And it was a bit of a challenge to try to hold it straight and not let it move. But I think it turns out pretty okay. Pretty decent for my first stenciling job, especially. If you have tips or techniques for this, let me know. You can see there it's a nice dusty blue, so I think it works well for the rain. And I think we could even come down into the margin a little bit on both sides. And then even though the kit wasn't designed to work on 3 pages, you know, let's go ahead and carry this rain over onto the right side of the page. Now you can see I wasn't the most careful on that right side. I did get a line, but that's okay. I can cover that up. And I'm just going to take a wet wipe to clean up that stencil and to peel the washi tape up nice and carefully. I do like washi tape because it's not super sticky. I have had it tear paper, but I think you just need to be a little careful. And with that line there, you know, I can put my notes back over it and it won't show. All right, so there's our base. And then that water die cut. Just trying to space everything before putting it down. So we have that water, the Noah's Ark tag, and Noah's Ark. Now we'll cover some of the page. And then some of these die cuts, I'm not sure if they were cut off or if they were deliberately had this kind of white edge along the bottom, but they also seem to have been cut close to, like the top of these words are right on the cut, and then the bottom of the words has all this space underneath. So I'm not sure if the cutting is off, but they're not exactly centered. So I just cleaned it up a little by cutting closer to the bottom of the words. And then you can see the bottom of the waves, the bottom of the water there. There's also white space. And then same thing with the clouds. But let's see, we can play with the placement of this. She does have her clouds stick up over the top of the page. And then that cute little lightning bolt coming down. So that's bugging me having those cut off or off cut. So I'm going to clean those up so that they don't have that white trim around them. Just like that cleaner look. There we go. All right, then I'm just going to grab my glue stick. And let's glue this all down. All right, now with the water, I don't want it too close to the center of the book, even though that would look nice, then it wouldn't open and close very easily. So I have to give it some space. Now we are going to cover up some of the footnotes here. So if that bothers you, you could just lower it down lower and then trim the bottom off. I do have this exact set of scriptures on my phone, so I'm not so concerned with being able to read every single word because I could pull it up on my phone. And I even have other hard copies of this that aren't journaling versions because it's just that King James version. Okay. So there we've got that water down. Just add a little bit extra on the edge. Okay. All right, then let's take a look. I think this Noah's Ark tag, we can just put it down here in the water. Of course, we all know it's Noah's Ark, but I think that's pretty cute. And it is thick cardstock, these die cut pieces, so I'm just trying to make sure that they're down, and they're glossy, so to make sure that they're stuck to each other. All right, now these clouds up here. Trying to decide how high or low. All right, it's sticking up a little bit's okay. All right, I think that looks all right. And again, with covering the words, you kind of have to decide, are you okay with it or not? I know there's a lot of debate in the Bible journaling groups on covering the words or not. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this little coil. I know you can't see it off camera, sorry about that, but it's a little like spring action piece of plastic with sticky on both sides. So one side will stick to the back of the ark here, and then the other side we can stick down to the Bible. And then when it will fold flat, but then when you open that page, it's on a little kind of spring, and it'll give some movement to that ark. Really cute. All right, then we can glue down, I think maybe the small bundle of clouds first. All right, let me grab my glue stick again. And then I'm not going to put glue up on the top because some of it will hang up over the top of the page. And not too close to the center of the book, because again, we'll have problems with opening and closing the pages. There we go. All right, and then I think the lightning bolt next, so let me just check the placement there. All right, and grabbed my tweezers so that I could help place it down where I want it. There we go. And the large set of clouds of glue, again leaving the top blank, because it will stick up like a bookmark, like a page marker. And these are glossy die cuts, so I'm being generous with the glue. All right. Good firm press down. There we go. Okay, so that is our first page. Sorry, it's a little out of frame there. And just straightening out that cloud. One of the nice things about glue sticks is that wet glue, it does give you time to move things around a little bit if you're quick. And then it'll stick up a little bit like that. I think that works. Pretty cute. All right, so now let's flip over to, yeah, we could put my notes back to cover that line. That's okay. All right, so then we move on to after the flood, and Noah sends the dove out, and the dove returns with the branch, knowing that there is now dry land. With the appearance of the rainbow, that is God's promise that he won't cover the earth in another flood. Okay, so just checking that picture to see how she assembled it on her page. So you can see the rainbow sticker. Oh, you know what? There's this little "so rainy" die cut. It is so faded, like you can't really tell that there's a rain cloud next to it. And again, it's off cut. And I'm just not sure where it would even go, so I'm just not going to use it. I don't think it's that cute. It's, yeah, you could see. I'm going to trim it up to see if I liked it better if it was centered. But I still find it problematic. So I like her kits, but I don't like that these things seem to not be cut centered, or... yeah, it's a problem for me, so I'm not going to use it. Nah. You can see I tried to make it work. It wasn't going to work. Okay. Back to the rainbow. So you can see the large rainbow sticker. It's only about half the page. So it's kind of designed to go right up against the edge of the book there. Alright, so the sun sticker. You could start there. And again, I have to be super careful peeling it off because this weird plastic sticker backing tears so easily. That's my one other complaint with these kits. One, the die cut's being cut off-centered, and two, this sticker material and it not being cut all the way through, which causes these to tear, which I hate. So I have to be so careful. I probably should just use my craft knife and cut around them and then peel them up. I might do that next time. That might work better. I mean, you could see how long it takes me to peel up that sticker. Okay. So now we have our beautiful sun sticker, and that we can put anywhere. You can see right through that sticker paper, so we could read everything back there. Very cute. All right, and then the rainbow sticker attached to the mountain. All right, and then line it up as close as we can to the edge of that page. And then it's so staticky, it kind of stuck down before it was ready. But that's okay. So a tiny little bit of it is hanging over the page, but I can just trim that. And then that mountain, the darker color of the mountain makes it a little harder to see through the text, but you still can. So I'm just going to clean that up with my scissors. Be careful using sharp objects. All right, and then we have the little dove sticker, which we can put up here as he flies looking for dry ground. I'm just using my tweezers again to help place him down. There we go. I know it's hard to see in the video because that dove is white and on the white paper. Now, in the picture, she has two mountains on both sides of that mountain sticker, but we only got one in the kit. So that's okay, but kind of funny that the picture would show two. And I double checked to see if there was a mountain I was missing, but nope. All right, that's all right. We'll use this one other mountain sticker and we'll just put it on this side. And then this sticker is a paper-backed sticker, so it peeled off a lot easier, but kind of interesting, the mix of paper backing stickers and the clear stickers. There we go. Then we have this beautiful quote. It's the song lyrics. Absolutely love it. So we're going to put that in front of the mountain range. Which I think also breaks up that solid color down there. All right, now for the paper clip, the page tag. We have this rainbow ribbon. And again, it almost looks like it's cut off because we have this extra kind of white at the bottom, but that's okay. And then we have these two strands of yarn that change color. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how to tie this, because the first I had all three lumped together, but it was just like a big blob, and then I tried doing all three separately, and I think it still looks weird, but that's what I ended up doing, was having the rainbow ribbon in the middle and then each yarn on the sides. And that's what I'm happiest with. But it seriously took me 5 minutes to figure out. This is not my strong suit. My strong suit's the pen and paper and the stickers and that kind of paper design. But yeah, working with the yarn, that was a struggle for me. Okay, so it looks like I actually ended up with ribbon on one side and the two yarns on the other side. All right, and then that is going to do it. So let me give you a better view here. Okay, so we have our rainy day. The back of that ribbon, that's pretty cute. All right, our rainy day, Noah's Ark, that boat's a rockin'. The raindrops, my little mistake of the line there, but again, I'm just gonna cover that up. Maybe colorful box when I put my notes back in. And then that beautiful rainbow page with the sun coming out and the dove finding dry land. So I think it was a great kit. You know, a couple little issues, but not things that you can't fix or work around. And for me, they're not deal breakers. I still love the end result. All right, so beautiful kit. And then the tools that I used, a glue stick, you could use any adhesive really, some tweezers, a pair of scissors. I did use some of my washi tape to mask off where I didn't want the raindrops, and then that blue ink pad. So that you might need to get a blue ink pad if you don't already have one to do the raindrops. But you know what, you could also use a blue marker. If you had a marker, you could just draw on that stencil and that would work as well. And then I think with the devotional, I think just taping it right into this spot with just some regular Scotch tape. I don't like that the back of the devotional is plain. The previous devotional we did with the creation, both sides of it were printed on. You can see there, so both sides look nice. So I wish the Noah's Ark one was the same, where both sides were printed. But I think maybe I could put some notes or a picture on the back. So I'm just going to grab some Scotch tape, I think, and fix that down the middle. Now, at first I thought I could just do it with one little piece in the middle, but the paper's too flimsy. So I did go back and add some to the top and bottom. So making a little tip in or a little page that you could just flip. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Click like if you like this page, subscribe to see more. I am buying one more of her kits for sure that I've seen coming up. But let me know what you think. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.